Yo guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be the OP6 through starter deck 13 yellow green Yamato fortress build deck list and gameplay video, right? I finished Wano, I finished Sky Island, and I wanted to finish off with fortress build. It's not a build that I play a lot, but it's still really strong and it's still really fun. And yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick little run over two different decks, show you some hands, some key cards to look out for, and then we'll jump into some gameplay. So let's go and let's get started. Alright, so if you haven't watched my just general the main three decks kind of overview guideline updated OP6 video for yellow green Yamato, I suggest watching that too if you want to just get like a deeper dive into the actual full gameplay and things to mulligan for and key cards and everything. But this is the list that I showed of my list that I showed for that video. And if you'll notice, there's no 10-drop Dofis, and it's a card that you can run. You can definitely run it. I think with Sakazuki around it throughout OP6 and it just being a little bit of a faster meta, I do like just focusing on Kid and Hody and like having these be our two main key cards and looking for our Rosies to play with Kid. There's a lot of things you want to try and set up, so adding in another element of 10-drop Dofi does kind of make things a little complicated and does create 4 more bricks that you can draw into, but it's definitely still a really strong card, and you can definitely win with it. I like 10-drop Dofi a lot, actually. I think just for this is like the slightly more streamlined, like slightly more aggro version of Fortress. I guess just no matter what I do, I always have to go to like the least possible defensive version of every build of Yamato that I play. There's some fun defensive builds and stuff out there, right? But when you're playing Yamato, you need to have at least like some kind of pressure, some kind of resting ability that you can use. So this runs Sugar and a few more events and more of the 2k counters instead of running like the 4 of the 10-drop Dofi. But let's just quickly go over it. You got 4 Izos. You got 3 of the 2-drop killer blockers. These blockers are just, you have your killer, your Monet, and your Rosies. And these are just obviously that you can play out with Kid effect. And speaking of Kid, this is the main card of this deck. You're essentially just trying to get all the pieces together until you have 8 Dawn, and then you play this bad boy. You use leader effect, put 2 Dawn on him, and hopefully you have a Rosinante in hand and you can play that out to protect your Kid. If not, you throw out one of your other blockers. 3 Sugar, just because it's searchable off of Baby 5, and it's a great early game rester. So if you are going against Sakazuki, it's pretty difficult with the Fortress build. So this is a huge card that becomes really clutch in some of these matchups. This Baby 5 is just a searchable 2k essentially. 4 Rosinante blockers. I think you have to run 4. That's pretty standard. 4 Baby 5 searchers. I know we're not running Dofi, but you really have to find these Rosinantes, and you really need some 2k counter towards the end to really protect this Kid and help you get ready to go for lethal. So I think it's worth running, because if you throw down like 2 searchers and you're continuously using them, if your opponent just can't get rid of them or chooses not to, you just get so much card advantage. Monet is just a decent like when blocking effect too, so you can rest some 4 costs. It has counter, it's just a blocker, right? 4 Hodies. So like I said, Hodie's the other main key card of this deck. You still really want to see this like every game. That's just how good Hody is, really. So you're kind of mulliganing for 8-drop Kid and Hody as well. But yeah. 4 Bonnies, this is just so you can search out your kids. You prioritize Bonnie over Baby 5 because even in the Don Quixote, like the 10-drop Dofi builds, if you don't have Kid, nothing else happens, right? You have to have 8-drop Kid in order to like, get the late game shenanigans going and really have everything come together. So this is huge. This is definitely another one of the cards you mulligan for. 2k Apu. Just a 2k that's searchable off Bonnie. 4 Onami. This is just, good into yellow. Obviously the trigger is amazing. This is like, this is the only yellow card in the deck, which is pretty funny. It just shows you how good it is, right? I like to run 2 to 3 Punk Gibsons. This could be 2 and this could be 3, just kind of depending on how you like. I think the trigger is just so good, and you really have those. You can play defensively early and play this, rest a blocker. Like I know until they see that you're running the Fortress build too, like not a lot of people will be expecting Punk Gibson. I know it is run in some Yamato decks, but not always. And then 2 of the 0 cost, just because it's, you know, if you draw into like 3 kids and 2 Hodies, obviously you don't need all that. Yeah, like honestly, this could be a 3, and I wouldn't mind this being a 2, but just right now, I like Punk Gibson a little bit more. But yeah, this is my build right here. I do have one more build that does run Doflamingo to show you guys in case you're interested in something like that. So let's take a look at that. Alright, so this is a list I borrowed off of One Piece top decks from someone who just won a flagship, I believe in Japan, while using this during the like OP6 through Starter Deck 13 time. And as you can see, we've got Dofi here. We lost 2 of the baby 5 blockers. We still run 2 and 2, which is decent for the events. And then there's just more Monet. Like the ratios are just different, right? It's like different ratios with 10 drop Dofi in there. Just wanted to show you something that's like, hey, this list works. If you're a 10 drop Dofi lover and you like being a little bit more slower and more control-y and everything, feel free to use this. I think it's just with Starter Deck 13 and EBO1 coming in too, like with yellow getting Raigo, so like Enel just being able to KO this basically for free just for 6 Dawn, because they're probably already going to be at 2 or 1 life anyway, so it doesn't hurt them. And then just with black removal, red rocks, there's just so many things that, like, you know, even in OP07, which is a slower meta right now, like Dofi is really strong. It is actually really strong, and you can run it in the new like Samurai Yamato builds, which is really cool. But I do think it's like a high risk, high reward kind of card, right? Super duper strong, but if you don't have the time to play it, if you don't have the the time and room to play it, or you know, sometimes too it just feels like if you don't draw 2 or 3 of them, like if you don't have 2 or 3 of them to play like back to back to back, it doesn't do all that much. But that's where Hody is really clutch, because sometimes all you need to do is rest something or like stun 3 things. Maybe you can get a free shot in a life or get something else off the board, and then that just gives you enough time to use Hody the next turn because you have 10k Dofi on board. So, you know, there's different use cases and everything, but I just wanted to show you guys there's not too much difference. It's just like changing the ratios on some of the tech cards to either put in or take out 10 drop Dofi. So with all that, let us look at some hands before we jump into the gameplay. Alright, so I have here, I know this is 6 cards right here, so it's not just a normal hand, but these are like the key cards. I don't want to just do it just like, here's a hand, this is it. I want to kind of explain like some of the cards and some of the alternatives that you can look for, because obviously you're not getting the ideal hand every time. But here it is. The main things you really need to try and mulligan for is 8-drop Kid and Rosinante and Hody. And in order to kind of like get these 3 cards, the other cards you're kind of looking out for obviously are Bonnie and Baby 5 Searcher. The Searchers are kind of like, you know, like I said though, you do prioritize Bonnie. So if you had to choose one for a mulligan, like if you get a Baby 5, but like if you have 8-drop Kid and you have a Baby 5 Searcher, obviously that's totally fine. You just have to kind of like assess like, okay, what are the pieces that I'm missing out of 8-drop Kid, Rosie, and Hody, and like how can I find them? Obviously Hody you can't search, so if you have like what seems like a decent-ish hand and maybe you're missing like 2 of the pieces that you need, but you have Hody and you know you're gonna need it for that matchup, you might want to just keep that hand. But if you have like Hody, you know, or if you don't have Hody, you don't have 8-drop Kid, maybe you have 1 Bonnie and then like some 2k counters and some events, you're probably gonna want to mulligan, right? And then Onami's here just for like the yellow matchup, like I was saying. It's actually, I mean, you know, it's good in any situation where you can take advantage of them not having a blocker down, or if you're able to rest something, like say with Sugar. So this is like yellow, right? And honestly pretty good against black too, just if you can get it off, right? Because that way they don't get as much counter. Like Moria has so much counter that if you do get a banish hit off, it feels so good and it helps you go for lethal later on. And then Sugar is obviously like to rest things early, and this is really just for Sakazuki. So like if you were playing Sakazuki, the main cards you would want to mulligan for are Hody Jones, Sugar, and probably Punk Gibson, because that's going to help you rest some of their 4-cost blockers and just protect yourself when they might be trying to you know, if they go wide with a bunch of brand news or Tashigis and they get 7 Borsa on field or something, right? Just being able to rest something, just one of their 4 costs is really, really good. And then you just wait and pray for Hody and hopefully you get it right. Also, just one thing that I forgot to mention is with the Fortress build, you want to go second. You really, really, really want to go second, I believe, in every single matchup. There are a few matchups, like maybe against like ARLONG, that you want to take first, or maybe Blue Dofi. I'm not really sure about that matchup, to be honest. But if you're afraid that them going first is going to allow them to like rush you down and you're going to lose because of that, that's something you can consider going first on. But even on like MORIA, you want to go second. Just getting your 8 cost kid out before they get their first 8 cost MORIA out is really, really important. Yeah, so just as a general rule, you want to go second because that's for all of your curves, right? You can get the searcher turn 1, you can play your blockers easy on the even curve, and then as long as your opponent is a 3 or less life, you can play kid out, rest him, play your blocker, and put the 2 Dawn with leader effect onto kid, all in the same turn. So that's why it's really, really important that you get your opponent down to 3 or less life by the time you're at your 8 Dawn turn, because if not, it can be rough and you'll have to kind of like go to plan B and maybe play blockers early when you don't really want to, or you know, take you have to get rid of a lot of counter because you're just trying to survive until you can play kid, right? But yeah, just wanted to quickly mention that as well. So those are the hands, those are the decks. Let's jump over and let's do some gameplay. Okay, ARLONG. This is gonna be rough, actually. I think this is gonna be kind of hard for us. Oh, that's a good hand though. Maybe if we can make it to our 8 Dawn turn. But like we took second. We maybe should have taken first there, if I'm being honest. Green, yellow. Let's go. This guy's funny. Alright. What do we want more? I think we need a Rosie. Oh, that's the counter. I think we just do this. On the new phone app? Oh, wow. Playing on your phone. That's awesome. He's on overtime. Gotta work for that money. Ay caramba. Ay caramba. Cracker's not what you want to see. But the good thing is, right, we can like kind of start getting some do we just one? I think we just do this. It's not supernova either. And then we play Monet. Pass. If he gets another trigger out of here, we're just screwed. Potentially like 2. I think we can just handle it better if we get to 2 kids here. All we need is Rosinante and we'll be like really good. But even then, he's not gonna be able to get rid of it. So just regular blockers will be nice too. Oh. My guy. You've fallen right into my trap card. Maybe you just wanted to get the for sure block, maybe? Alright. I can't waste too many of these blockers. We're 1 away. Okay, we're 1 away. I think I can do this. Oh, we got our Gib. That's great. So we do this. Just Just need to get a character off the field. Sucks that he saw us draw that Punk Gibson. But shout out to this guy playing on his phone in overtime. What a G. He could have Punk Gibson for all I know. Thank God he doesn't have 4-cost pudding. That's all I'll say. Oh, you know what? Fudge. I do need him to go down to 3 life, though. I think he'll take it, though, right? I think he'll take it. But if he doesn't... Nah, but I really didn't want to leave that cracker on the field, too. Oh. No, that's fine. Yeah. That was only if he was going to swing with leader first, we were going to play Punk Gib. Punk Gib. So you have 4 Dawn left over. Oh, my guy. It's like the one card I really didn't want him to play. That sucks so bad. Oh, oh my God. Holy schnizzle. Alright. We can play 3, 2, 2, 2. No, 3 and 2. 3, 2, just leave up 3. And play a Bonnie maybe? Or do we keep this for the counter? I think we might need to keep it for the counter. Let's see real quick. 3, 2, leave up 2, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. Alright. So luckily we can rest 2 of these things, like no matter what, right? Attack, rest, attack. No, dang. Get if you attack the leader first, then we're golden. Oh, that was smart. Who do we rest? Unfortunately, I think Neko, because I can't have him attacking into my active block. He could get rid of both my blockers here. Okay, we got a shot. We got like maybe a shot, but if he just counters out, oh my God, dude. I might have to just swing 7 with leader and just hope he takes it. Kind of crazy, but if he... I maybe should have countered out of that. That might have been a little greedy. Alright. Please. Please take this. You can't have that much counter, right? Oh wait, no. I don't need it. Okay, we don't need leader effect anymore. So I can swing 6. Yeah. Or I could swing 5 into like Neko. Play this for 8. Play this out. And then play this. Or put a Dawn on. So 8. Play this with that. Use. Nah. I think. Oh my God. This is so hard. Because this would be 10 Dawn. No, this would be 9. Sorry. Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I think we have a shot of surviving. If we can maybe play the second kid. Because we have the Hody. We have the Hody here. He's running out of resources. Somehow he's... I mean, you play a ton of characters in ARLONG, so we'll get the card draw here, right? He's swinging 10. Jeez, he can rest this, huh? That's so clutch, having two of the Kuroobis back to back. Kind of sucks. But he can only go 10 again. We have another blocker to play with Kid, so we can block one of these and then just counter out. 2 and a 1. Oh, right, I'm dumb. Wow. I don't know, I was thinking they were 5Ks for some reason. Okay. Got the Rosie too. Alright, so we can play, this is 8 and 9, and this is so 1 Don, 1 Don, right? Without leader effect. We need to save these two. See if he takes it, I guess. Oh, he countered out. Okay, that's not too bad actually. Swing 9 into ARLONG. Play another Kid. Rest. Play Rosie. This is literally a fortress. This is so defensive though. This is why I don't really like this build. Is it just feels like I'm obviously not the best fortress player in the world too, but it's pretty amazing that we've even survived this far against ARLONG. Does he have Amuro maybe? The 2 and the 1 here is nice. Then we can block the other one. Oh no, 2, 2. 10, 12. Yeah. And then he's going 10 here, right? We can block with Rosie, right? We can counter out, actually. I think we're okay just blocking with Rosie here. Alright. Now, we save Hody for next turn. We're gonna play this. We could even search for a Rosie. I think 2 blockers is good though. Is it enough? If he has like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's gonna be enough, honestly. 2. And we can swing like big numbers here. We might even, I think I need to save this for the counter. So we just do this, 9, 9, 9, 22. So 9, 10, 10. Just hope he doesn't get some amazing triggers here. Like Onami or popping. Kimojo sucks. Oh my god. Holy shit. Holy shit. This is why I didn't attack earlier. I mean, I guess it would have been better to attack earlier for something like this. So then what do we do here, yeah? We can do baby 5 search, play Rosie. I think it's probably worth it. Let's do it. Come on. Oh, we got rewarded. Let's go. Let's freaking go. So we can do this. So 2 for killer blocker and then leader effect on the other one, right? Oh man. I should have, jeez, dude. Jeez, yeah, I fucked up. I should have maybe only gone one, and I could have at least put a Dawn on the killer. Oh, all right. Let's see. I think we got it though, right? An army of Kikunojos is pretty nice though. Just do that. We have Hody for backup. This might be the longest game I've ever played against ARLONG or as Yamato, like against ARLONG. We got another 2K, and then he just can't do anything, right? Because even if he plays a blocker here, we can just rest it with Hody. I mean, we could have kept Izo. Probably would have been better. Maybe just Dawn. But we're going to have 9-9. Yeah, we're going to have a lot. And like, we literally don't even mind blocking here now because we need to make space for Hody. And he didn't have the... We had another kid. It's pretty crazy. Alright, so... How do I do this? Be very careful of beiges. We can just do 11. Yeah, I actually don't like Fortress build that much. Just testing right now. Oh. GG's though. Right? Yeah. Shout out to that guy. Sorry. I gotta go. Thank you though. Yeah. That was a really long GG's. GG. Whew. Alright. That's kind of wild. So yeah, if you're going against an aggro deck, bide your time. Or like a trigger. So if like a trigger deck, like Bello Betty or ARLONG, right? Or another Yamato. I mean, I think you kind of need to swing into Yamato. Just because they have so much pressure they're going to put on you. But you don't mind taking life, right? You don't mind taking quite a bit of life and just play around their triggers. Because, like, man, if they had gotten... I mean, did they get 3 or just 2 Kikunojos out of life? I think it was 2, right? They played 1, and then they got, like, beige, Kikunojo, and something else. Like, whatever. That, I don't know what it was. Yeah, that's wild, dude. But GG to this guy. Shout out to him for playing on his phone while getting overtime. Make that bag, sir. Thank you so much. I kind of agree. It can be a very lame playstyle, especially in a game like this when you have a lot of low to the ground characters and you can't get rid of the kids. So I feel your struggle. I feel your pain. And this is partly why I don't normally play the Fortress build that much, is because I like being proactive. I don't like being very defensive. But GG's. That was a good one. All right, MORIA. This, no, we need Rosinante. Okay, we have Baby 5 Searcher. Okay. This deck is pretty much pointless if you don't have Rosinante, like this build. That sucks. That's okay. Just cause, like, all they need is one Ice Age, and they can pretty much just work around it. They kind of need Ice Age and Great Eruption, or like a double combo with like Hina or something, but still. Perona hurts us here too, because we need to keep our hand size pretty big if possible. Fudge. He's got the Perona and it's 6K. 6K is fine, we don't mind taking that. But this is bad. I think we have to get rid of that. The rest 4 cost or less, right? No, we need to keep this. Good news is we get another search. Yes, okay. Oh, that's huge. Do we swing 5? No, I think we need to save. Save our blockers for the late game. We do have to get to 9 Dawn here, so this is a little like... It's a little crunchy. It's a little crunchy. Do you want to take? Good sir? Do you want to take my double attack? No. Okay. Alright. Whoa. Hey! We take those. I will take you going down to 1 card in hand. Man, no 2Ks, huh? In that case, you just 1000%, you just take it. You just take that hit. God, I wish I hadn't gotten rid of Onami. Oh, man. I don't know, man. They normally never do that. Normally you take and then they've got like 3 blockers that they can play. I get it. I know it's scary against Yamato sometimes, but you see I'm playing Fortress. You know I don't have like the most aggro build. You can play Absalom, KO, Baby Fave. Baby Fave. Oh, we're gonna be at 6. Oh wait, we went second. You took first? Oh, that's right. Sorry. My bad. For some reason I thought we were going first. I think I'm just so used to going first. Trying to get first as Yamato. Then we're 6 and then 1 more, right? We gotta be careful here though. I think we can give him 1. We don't have a lot of 2Ks though. We're gonna end up just like him. I think we can do this though. And then what? Brand new? Oh right, I forgot about Perona. That's fine. Man, my brain's all over the place. We got 2 2Ks, that's pretty clutch. So then all we gotta do... we do need... dude, because like I could do for sure banish swing here. Well, so we'll just swing 8. No, we just can swing 7. We don't even need to swing 8. And we could play Bonnie out and then play Monet. Losing the counter. Do we need it though? I think we do, because we need the... first things first. Let's do this. I'm wondering. We have 2 blockers. So next turn, we play Kid. Play out a blocker. We'll have 2 blockers up unless he KOs this. The next turn, in case I need to search. I don't know, it's risky. It's risky. But he doesn't have any Absalom and trash. I should have just double checked that first. I was pretty sure that was the only one, but I should have double checked. Only has 4 cards in hand. And we can just... do we block though? I think us going second is so huge here. Just because he can't get Moria out before we play Kid. Because if they get 8 cost Moria out, they just have a nice big chunky swing that's coming into us, right? We have Hody for lethal. Okay, he's fishing. Tsuru. It's fine. Okay, this is the question. He's playing Sabo. Probably Sabo. So his max attack would be 6 if he's going to play a blocker. A Borsa. You'd have 1 Dawn. 1, 2... I just feel more comfortable doing this. Okay. Alright. That's not too shabby. Okay, and he did have the Sabo. Alright. If we could draw into another blocker here, that would actually be pretty good. 1K counter is actually okay. We take those. Just cause he should know that he can just block this, but sometimes people just give you counters for free. Who knows? Maybe I'm bluffing. But even if I was gonna... Okay, he just took it. That's actually amazing. Okay, so he cannot KO Kid here. And then we can try and search for another one. So hopefully this Bonnie 6 on the board. This is like a high risk, high reward play from playing it earlier. Just because, I mean, we could have kept it, right? And just played it for 2 Dawn, searched, and if we had the kid, we just played as well. What are you playing? If he has an Absalom, he can KO Rosie. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Has this person not played against the 8-cost kid in a minute? Okay, he got it. He got it. I have like just not paid attention and forgotten that before, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Especially on the sim. It's weird, like in real life. On the sim, you just make weird mistakes. Maybe it'd be good if it had a little thing that said like must attack. Must attack this character. That might just be a little bit of extra work. Got rid of an Ice Age for a Perona. What are you, crazy? Perona's good though. Perona's good. We are already running out of cards here. My guy, you can't do that. Trashing an Ice Age was a terrible idea there too. Did he trash 2? Or that was from leader effect maybe? Oh, that's pretty good. But that's why we got this guy. Dang, I'm considering playing Hody next turn. Because then he'll probably be safe. This is actually going to be a tough choice. Another blocker would be really good. Do we go for the second kid? Or do we go for a blocker and Hody maybe? If we Hody here and just swing into his blockers, that actually might be the play. It would suck if he has another Moria, but then he doesn't get any big swings, right? And we're gonna take this life anyways. Man, that might be the play. And then we just go for lethal the turn after. F it, we ball. Oh, we got the blocker too. Oh, that's really good. Okay. So then, seeing 10 into Sabo, 8 into Borsa, 5 into lead, play Monet, call it a day. I know, I had to use leader effect on kid, that's why. Or no, 10 was the right number, yeah. 10 was the right number. These are exact. Oh no, he can get out of this if he has, yeah. Oh. Is this even necessary then at this point? I could just swing 6k into Borsa and KO it. Does he have any Borsas in trash? This dude is playing like really unexpectedly for me. I mean, we could just swing. I think we just swing it at life. Just to be honest, and then play this because we can rest something. You have to take it, guy. Hey, buddy. You don't have any cards in your hand. I think this just shows you the difference of if you can draw the Rosinante and if you can't. You just feel so much safer playing against Moria. Oh, I was thinking you might have a great eruption. That's funny. We'll give you the 1k, I guess. He trashed an Ice Age, which was a terrible idea. So maybe he's just not used to playing against this deck, obviously, because he was like kind of swinging 8-drop kid. So may not be the, you know, the most experienced Moria player in the world, but I think this is still enough to show you. I mean, if he just splits up his Dawn here. But now I can just do this, right? You gotta swing 8. Man, okay. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just like, I don't know if this is the best representation of this matchup, playing against somebody who doesn't really know the matchup itself. I don't think well, they can't really play around Monet, right? So we'll do this, and I think we're just gonna rest Borsalino. Now he has one more attack that he can do into Kid. I think that's GG's. What? What was that? Did he misclick? What? How? Okay. That was weird. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right, well, there you go. GG's. GG's to this guy. They seemed like they knew what they were doing at the start. They hit us like Perona. I mean, Perona's always a pretty good first play with Moria. But again, I'm sorry that's not the best gameplay. But unfortunately, when I do these videos, it's like I don't get to pick. I don't always have like a friend that I can call up and just run games, you know. Especially living in Japan, time zones are different and stuff. But I am thinking about that, of just like to enable to showcase certain matchups, like asking my friends to play against me with certain things. So that is something I might be able to do in the future. It's just hard to line up schedules and everything like that, you know. But I think this just shows you, right? Like I can just tell you right now, I've won quite a few games against Moria with the Fortress build Yamato, which is actually, you know, Moria is really, really hard for Yamato most of the time. It's like an extremely unfavored matchup in my opinion. If you're not running Reject, your chances of winning, like you just have to hope. You just have to hope they're not drawing as like a bunch of Sabos and Borsalinos, or they just don't have like 10k counter in hand at the end, which a lot of the times they just have absurd counter and an absurd amount of blockers, right? But with this, as long as you have Rosinante, you get like the extra turn or two. And if you have 2 kids, like if you have 1 to 2 Rosies and 1 to 2 kids, and you can get them on the board, and then you draw into your Hody, like you're good, right? You're pretty good. You're gonna be able to handle things. They didn't really see any of his Morias too. That's kind of the key card. Is I don't know I think that one got trashed. But if they can draw into like 2 of their Morias and get them on board, if they take second from you and get Moria, not like 2 A-cost Morias on board, it's really hard for you. There's not much you can do. So it does make it harder there. But always take second. Always take second. Especially in this matchup, because a lot of Morias that run the Navy heavy builds even kind of want to go second. I do think normally going first against Yamato as Moria is the play, is a little bit stronger. But if they don't know you're playing Fortress build yet, right? So it's kind of hard. But yeah, GG's to this guy. I hope that was still like, you know, good enough to show you guys what the matchup is kind of like. All right, Red Purple Law. We get to go first here. This is not the greatest. I think we might actually keep this. We want Hody. We really want Hody here. I'm gonna mulligan. Oh, okay. Wow, we got so rewarded there. In that case, let's play Bonnie here. I know he's gonna just bottom deck it, but yeah, this is kind of hard. Like aggro is so much better into Law that we're probably not going to try. If things seem safe, if things seem safe enough and okay, we can play a kid, but we're kind of just like switching to a more like aggro. It's kind of like Sakazuki, right? Oh shit. Okay, that's not good. That's really bad. Maybe we kind of gave, well, he could have played these anyways. And then we whiff. Oh my god. All right. Game plan's over. The game plan's over, dude. At least this means we probably don't get hit if he's playing 4-cost law. He probably has to take this anyways, which is good for us. If he counters out, then I would just hope we pull an Onami. I mean, as Red Purple Law, you normally don't really mind taking the first hit anyways. It's kind of like universally accepted. You just take the first hit. At least in OP7. Because trust me, you can still win. You do a lot of the times. But we did get to go first. I do think, I forgot to say, actually, I'm sorry. You do want to go second. Most of the time, you really want to go second. Against Red Purple Law, I really think you want to go first. Oh, this could be huge. I think that just will always apply. I don't think it really matters what build you're playing with Yamato. I think going first is just really good. Oh, he's thinking about it. I mean, if you have a good player, a good character to play off a leader effect here, you might as well just do it. And then like swing 6k leader. Or no, you just use one of your raise maxes. Use your raise max to swing at Bonnie. You don't have to use leader effect. Ah, man, that sucks. Well, okay, this is gonna be really hard now. Do you just try and search? I'm gonna play Rosie and leave up 1. Or leave up 2, yeah. So this way, if we can rest one of his Shriyas, and we can rest it again with Sugar here, maybe if we can draw into I mean, be my guest and use leader effect on Rosie there if you want. You can go down to 0 Dawn or like maybe 2, 1 or 2, depending if you play Beppo or Shachipen. So it's like, the double blocker was good though, I guess, because I was gonna rest it. And we've only swung 8k, but he probably would have had to take it. He needs a Reiji right now, really. I mean, that's pretty good. I still think it's worth it just to... Wait, what? You didn't have to do that. I'm so confused. Maybe just to make room for the character? Because he wants to play another one? I don't think it's worth it to play a character here. I wish he had attacked with that Shara. That would have been sick. This is also why I just think it's worth running Sugar. Even if you're running Don Quixote, Doflamingo, like 10 cost Dofi, I think if you can try and figure out a way to tech this in, it's probably still worth it. It's just another target for Baby 5 too, the Searcher. Alright, I was hoping we could pull an Onami there, but that's a little unfortunate. we no. We just go. We just go. Sugar's so good. This is why I tech her into my Sky Island builds too. Punk Gibson's really good. Alright, so he will need, I mean really he would need 4 blockers because we can rest 3 here, which is kind of crazy. There's 3. There's number 3. We're at 4, since we're at 4 life, maybe going down to like 5 here. Or sorry, 3, not going down to 5. He gets the Dawn, which is decent. I mean, it's a 10k. I think it's probably worth it. I'm not gonna lie, especially if he plays another character out of hand. He'll only have 5 cards. I mean, we haven't seen. He hasn't really had to get rid of any counter, so there's a chance he can get out of the. But it's yeah, 5 and a 10. We'll see. Onami off of life would be huge. Damn. Okay. I think if we had gotten Onami. Oh, there she is. There she is. Oh, it's a 7. Yeah, right. Sorry. Oh no, we're a Dawn short. I thought I was at 10 Dawn next turn. That sucks. If we had another sugar. Oh man. Okay, what do we do then? I don't know what happened. I thought I looked, but yeah, we went first. This game has just been going so slow. I thought we were at 10 Dawn already, to be like 100% honest. I mean, we can just play a Rosie. I mean, he can match my leader. So, 2, or we leave up the Punk Gibson bluff. Ah, man. There's really not much we can do here. As far as like actually attacking. We need to save this for next turn. It would be good if he blocked and got rid of something though. Because we do that too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? I think we're just gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and maybe a 9. We can make sugar a 9, which is kind of crazy. I'm gonna do it. You don't want to put any Dawn really on Shreya or on leader, just because Shreya can block it so easily. Obviously, he can just block with Queen here, but if he does, then I think we just go 7. Okay. And then we're going ham with sugar, man. We're gonna go into Shreya here. Hopefully he just takes it. Because if we had swung heavier with leader, then he can just use Shreya as like whatever that base power is to, and then like counter out. So you got to be really careful. It's only leader too, by the way. It's not one of your characters. It's not like, because Bon Clay comes out later on and that's one of your characters, not your leader. So you got to kind of remember that, because Red Purple Law uses both of them a lot of the time. Sorry for the little bit of a slow game here. I think we're okay. He can bottom deck a Rosie. Like, we're going for game next turn, so unfortunate thing here is he's just getting more cards in hand, which kind of sucks. And he can swing it here and get the extra Dawn. He'll be a 9. I guess. I think you should have swung a sugar. Unfortunately, I think our opponent is making some misplays, but I think this is like, you know, still good enough to show maybe again a Red Purple Law matchup. Like, you just wasted a swing for no reason. When you could have swung in a sugar. I'm not gonna block that, you know. My 0 cost sugar. It'd be better for me to save Rosie and try and swing with at least the 1k. So if he plays another blocker, if he plays 2 more blockers, we're kind of screwed. We might have to just like somehow kind of go defensive here. Oh, okay, that's awesome. I don't know what he's doing. This guy is mad. He's a mad lad. I mean, I'll try and bait him. Oh, all right. Kids on the table. Kids on the table. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it though. Especially like if he doesn't get a 3rd blocker on the field. It feels like he might with Shreya with 3 Dawn. If he plays like a Law and then a Shreya, 1, 2, 3, 4. If he plays 4 blockers, we're gonna try and play Kid. Because we have 2 Rosies. But it's not KO'd, yeah. Alright. So he did, but then, okay, that was weird. Why did that? Oh, he's leader effect with that? Got it. Okay, he didn't have the Shreya. Okay. I was just confused for a second. Alright, now we can do this. Man, if he has a Rad Beam, though... If he has a Rad Beam... It sucks. Maybe we try this first. Nope. GG's. He didn't have it. Well, oh, I tried to GG's there. It didn't go through. He had the Shreya. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, that's crazy. I'm not sure what this dude was doing. I mean, that would have just prolonged the game. I probably would have played Kid if he had 4 blockers on the field. But I guess I can just show you, right? Like, Sugar and Hody, right, for Sakazuki and Red Purple Law. Yeah, GG's to this guy. I think maybe he's still learning the deck. Made a few misplays. But I hope that was good enough to show you guys. So yeah, GG's. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Again, Fortress isn't really my favorite build for Yamato, but it's still really fun to just play every now and then. It's really strong, it's really defensive, and it can be just such an impenetrable force when everything just clicks, right? But yeah, if you liked it, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Check out the Discord for the community we got going over there, and catch me on Twitch because I do stream a couple times a week, playing a lot of OP6-ST13 right now, which is really fun. And yeah, just thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.